Alright, just wanted to do a video on one of the better deals I've seen for gaming PCs for Black Friday, and I actually think the price that it's asking for is not ludicrous. I used to be able to buy a mid-level gaming PC for about $850 from 2016 all the way until 2020, then the pandemic hit, and then they pretty much have got rid of the pre-built systems at the mid-range for a fair price. So starting off with the parts that you're going to get, the Ryzen 7 5700 is an 8-core 16-thread, really good processor. It runs on DDR4 memory, which you have 16 gigabytes. I'm going to imagine it's probably 3000 speed, maybe 3200. Higher the hertz, the faster the processor will work with the Ryzen, so you can upgrade the RAM to 32 at a higher speed. 3600 is the sweet spot at CL16, which can be a little bit expensive, but with DDR5 being available, less people are buying DDR4, which makes it nice for you. Looking at the case, it has great cooling system. It's completely open. I have had this case before with my last CyberPowerPC, which was great. I did not like the keyboard. I did not like the mouse. They're very cheap. They're perfectly fine to start off with. You're not going to be in too much pain. They work. They just don't feel the nicest. It has multiple USBs at the front as well, two 3.0s. It even has a spot for a cooling fan or liquid cooler at the top. You could add two extra fans. Those are Cooler Master fans. Or I would personally say get the base model liquid cooler from Cooler Master. I believe it's like $80. Get the 120 millimeter and just toss it up top, and you will get much better temps than this aftermarket. I actually just wish they just threw on the Ryzen, but the RGB looks appealing to customers, so that's why they buy it. So, above all, I wouldn't say it's a high-end GPU. The 4060 Ti is very good. I don't think it's a high end, it's more of a mid range. There's much better graphics cards. It doesn't have the most VRAM. 8 gigabytes. My 3070 Ti has 8 gigabytes. It's perfectly fine for gaming, but as the years go on, more people are going to want to do 4K, and 8 gigabytes just isn't enough for 4K. It's a sad reality, but if you play at 1920 by 1080 like me, it's perfectly fine. Or even 2K gaming, would 8 gigabytes would probably still be more than substantial enough. So, above all, I would probably rate this PC at like an 8 out of 10 for the price. There are some stuff that CyberPower does cheap out on. The power supply normally is cheaper. The motherboard is normally a no-name, and the GPU might not be the one that you would choose yourself, but above all, the actual components of this thing should run every single game perfectly fine. You'll have no problems.